Good morning, dear students. So, as said earlier, today we will be doing one writing skill, and today we are going to discuss letters to newspapers, or we can say letter to editor. So, first, let us try to understand that what do we mean by letters to editor, and what should such type of letters contain. A letter to editor is a letter sent to a publication. It is a letter that is sent to a publication, that is newspapers, magazines, periodicals, etc. And such type of letters are about issues of concern from its readers. There may be some issues of concern from the readers, and that is the reason why the readers write the letter to the editor. And the purpose of writing such a letter is that they want such letters to be published in the newspaper, so that the authorities concerned and the other people come to know about their concern, and they can take some measures to fulfill those concerns, or to solve those issues. Now, such type of letters, they are rather special. A letter to newspaper is very special, because it is, though such type of letters are addressed to the editor, but it is read by thousands of people, particularly all those people who read that particular newspaper. They also come across such type of letters. In fact, several important decisions like building a bridge, construction of road in a locality, or developing a park in a locality, or providing a playground to the children in a particular locality, such big decisions, they are taken because of correspondence in the local newspaper. Some important pieces of legislation also at the national level, such as banning of loudspeakers, banning of child labor, etc., have also been initiated through letters to newspapers. So letters to newspapers, or letters to the press, they have become an effective means to bring about a change in a democratic setup. Now, when the writer writes a letter to the newspaper, he has to have two people in mind. He has to keep two people in mind. First, the editor to whom the letter is written, and second, the general reader, that is those people who are going to read that newspaper. Now, the writer must keep the editor in mind, because if the editor does not like the letter, he does not appreciate the letter, then he will not publish the letter in the newspaper, and the motive of the writer fails. And second, the writer must keep the general readers in mind, because he hopes to influence the general readers by his write-up in the newspaper. It should be able to create an effect in the mind of the general readers, and that effect should be a favorable effect. Then only clear, accurate and concise decisions will be taken. And normally an editorial letter, it expresses the writer's opinion, and therefore it requires more personal and forceful approach than just giving an argument. It must be more personal, and the approach should be forceful. You should be very convincing in your words, and you must be very clear and concise in what you want to say or express. Then only your appeal will be reaching to the general people. And at the same time, while writing a letter to the newspaper, you must maintain a formal tone throughout the letter. So it is a type of a formal letter, so maintain formal tone throughout the letter. And now let us discuss the formats of letter writing. Now, what are the two different formats of writing the letter to the editor? Now, this is format 1, or we can say the box type format. You have done this format, so this is the box type format. Little changes. So first comes the sender's address. Now this sender's address can be with punctuation or without punctuation. So here is sender's address. Okay, quarter number R47, Market Lane, Binnagudi, Jalpaiguri 735203. Pin is mandatory, make sure you give the pin. Then leave a line, write the date in the same way as you had written in the formal letter, 26th May 2020, then give a full stop. Then leave a line and write the receiver's address, that is we are writing the letter to the editor, so the receiver here will be the editor, the name of the publication or the newspaper, the Times of India, Badusa Zafar Marg, New Delhi 110002. Here also pin is mandatory. Now having written the receiver's address, leave a line, write the salutation. You must remember that in editorial letter the salutation is never dear sir. Do not address the editor as dear sir, only write sir, only sir. Okay, give a comma, and then from the extreme left hand side of the page you start writing the letter. You can divide the letter into connected paragraphs, like I have divided the letter into 3 connected paragraphs. So you can divide the letter into well connected paragraphs, and then you come to the subscription. And also you should keep in mind that in editorial letter there is no thanking you, there is no thanking you. So do not write thanking you in the editorial letter, directly come to the subscription. The subscription in editorial letter is yours faithfully. So you write yours faithfully, give a comma, your name in running handwriting, your name in block letters. Sometimes what happens, if the writer does not wish to his name to be published in the newspaper, then he can sign the letter as nom de plume. Nom de plume means he can mention a pen name, like he can write simply a reformer or a social worker. Such type of phrases should be used, or an observer. So instead of writing your name, you can also write these things if you don't want your name to be published, but it is always advisable to give your name, because anonymous letter is never given due consideration. So always mention your name. And then we come to the second format of the letter, that is the traditional format. In traditional format, same way like you had done earlier, the traditional format, your address will come to the right hand side of the page. This is your address. Okay, then the date, leave one line, write the date in same alignment. Then come to the left hand side of the page, write the address of the receiver, the editor, the Times of India, Badusa Zafar Marg, New Delhi 110002. Then leave one line, write the salutation, sir, and then you can divide your letter into different paragraphs. Okay, so divide your letter into different paragraphs, and then come to the subscription again to the right hand side of the page, yours faithfully, your name in running handwriting, name in block letter. And this subscription, yours faithfully, should be in alignment with the sender's address. It should be in alignment with the sender's address. So please go through these formats again, and then I'll be giving you a sample letter also. The word file I'll be sending the sample letter. Go through that sample letter, and after going through the sample letter, you do that assignment which I'll be posting in the group. Thank you, and may God bless you all.